Good evening. Welcome to .programming.com. Today I'm talking about bind a drop-down list inside GridView in ASP.NET. So first of all, create a database because I want to do this country and the states, or you can say the cascading drop-down list. So create a database stable for country and state. Oops, timeout problem. Again, add a new database by right clicking on the app data folder, SQL Server database. Now create a new table. Country table in which we have we can take two columns, ID, that is the country ID, and the country name, that is the ID is the default column in the table, so change it with the country ID. The next is country name. Data type is variable max. Identity property of the country ID is true, so automatically increased by 1. Create a successfully table. Now create a second table, that is a state. Similarly again, state ID, state name, and the country ID. Country ID. Identity property of the state ID is true. Now change the table name state. Now we have a two table in the server explorer, or you can say in the database. Now bind the grid view in a separate web form. So add a web form in the project. Grid view. Auto generate column equals to false. On row data bound event raised. Create a new event. Now add some columns. I want to create country ID and the country name for ASP bound fields. So data field equals to country ID, and the header text is country ID is not matched with the column name of the table, but data field in which we can pass the same name which is available in the database table. So now copy this and paste again for the country name. So in the country table I have a country ID, so it's the same with the column name. So country C is capital, country I is also capital, so country ID, and the data field as a country name, so country name, and the header text of the country ID is changed after some time. ASP template field header text equals to state name, item template in which we can take a drop down list. Okay, change the name of the drop down list, sorry, ID property of the drop down list is TDL state. Now look like yeah, that is the look of the page. Now GridView road bound event is raised after bind the GridView. So first of all bind the GridView with the database table. So check in the next video tutorial, that is the code. Please keep watching my next video tutorial to see the full video tutorial. Thank you very much.